Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids, another week, and we're taking on Q in Astra Anima, and yeah man, looks like we're starting a bit rough here. I mean, it's a pretty standard catcher ball, but no dancer, so we don't have to worry about any shenanigans really, but really, like, why Q? Like, why would you do this to me, Q? This is the first match, come on Q. Like, why? So yeah, we're gonna have to blow up for Mortis here after testing these traps. Might be able to go on turn 1, might not, I mean, who knows, but let me show you what the team is here. It's pretty much like all plus 10s all over the place. Like, I mean, come on, like, what? Why? Why is this the first match? I was gonna try to Marth this, but then Marth doesn't do so well against this Shamir because of how much HP he has, which is a lot. So I don't think I'd be able to get the one shot on this, which really I would need. Definitely she's going to double him, so not the best idea there. So we're going to bank on being able to take out this for Mortis, which I'm not entirely sure that we'll be able to do, but we'll see in a minute. And then from there, getting the pots is going to be annoying. Once we can take out for Mortis, everything else is fine. We can pretty much just go around the map, no problem. And yeah, we do indeed get the kill, so we should be good to go there. I'm pretty sure that trap in the front there is real, because the other one is kind of difficult to get into, and it will be pointless to initiate from that spot, so 100% that trap below for Mortis is real. But we still need to get it out of the way, even though I'm a little bit hesitant to step on it. But if it's real, I can always just dance out and get going. This is definitely the type of map that you want to get going pretty quickly because of how invested the units are. You don't want to be missing kills because it is going to cost you. So I do want to at least get the trap off the board and then get going from here. So yeah, not a lot else left to say here. The trap is real, as I thought. So we back out.
I'm grateful to you.
Can't initiate. And we're going to just break some structures over here and get away from the gravity trap, because it's going to be a bit of a hindrance. Not 100%, because I do have guidance on Plumeria, without which none of this would be possible. Without guidance on Plumeria, I really don't think I'd be able to do this. She's so phenomenal with guidance attached.
Show me what to do.
So we're going to go over here on this left-hand side, which is basically where you want to always run from. I think I said this the other day, whenever you're hitting and running a map, you typically always or usually end up going to the other end of the map, away from where the enemy unit is. So that's where we're going to end up. And because there's no dancer, I don't have to worry about a chase here or anything like that, so we should be good to go. My only real concern was taking out for Mortis, and it looks like we're able to get that done pretty handily. Again, dual Crom, Ages, I don't know, man. He just keeps getting better. So yeah, I really don't know what else to say about this unit. He's so good. So I think this should be good for this turn. Definitely going to initiate on the next turn, and got to figure out how to get both spots, because there's no way I'm leaving the first match of the week without the pots. We're getting both pots, 100%.
Let's go say hello.
Guaranteed. And I think even if the trap at the front was real, I'd still be able to get up there no problem anyway, because I do have that one extra dance remaining. Alright, so let's get going. We're gonna go ahead. I wanted to charge Blue Crom's Deadeye, but it's not time for it yet. We get this as a one-shot, pretty sure.
Be careful. A gift for you.
65, which is ridiculous, because Deadeye is supposed to double damage, and that was only not even like, you know, more than half. So yeah, still a lot of damage reduction going on there. Physical null follow-up coming in really clutch there. But yeah, we're good. This distance here is fine. I'm not gonna break that pot yet, the flower pot just yet. And
show me what
could
to do.
start Can I break this? Do I have enough? 1, 2. I guess I end up back where I started from, but I do want that spot for Crom, so maybe I get that next turn. I gotta start making some space for the pots, but let's do that on the next turn. And this should be good. I actually wanted an extra cooldown there, but I didn't get it. Did I already? I already used it. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's see where they go. Not a bad formation. If there was a dancer here, my god, would this have been annoying, because I don't think I'd have the space to run back into. Either Shamir or Cloud would have gotten danced there, and it would have been bad. But as things stand, we're going to take out both of them on this turn, and I think I should still have enough space to back up into without any real fuss. So let's do this. I think, like, for a map setup like this, you probably could drop... what would I drop? What would I drop? I'd drop one of these range units, probably the Claude, for a dual Crom, just to get the reposition. I think that would have been a lot more helpful here in terms of movement. Or maybe even just to get like a dancer on the board, because Shamir can do it pretty much all on her own, except against like certain red units, certain green units, but it's not fire season, so you're not going to be seen in a lair. And this build is pretty bulky, so not a lot of green units are going to be able to take out this Shamir here. It's just that she's not going to do a significant amount of damage. But I'd probably drop the Claude for dual Crom on this map, especially because you don't have a Q doesn't have a dancer here. Running Suros primarily because he has to, because lift loss, which he's losing like no lift because both of these mythics are +10. So even in a situation like this, I think he's probably losing only like 20 lift, which is amazing. So I'd probably still just find a way to fit a dancer in there somehow. Maybe even drop the Freyr, since well, the triangle attack really isn't 100% needed with a setup like this. I'd probably drop Freyr for Mirabilis. But yeah, we're gonna dance out of here and
why not?
Figure it out from here. Maybe I get that structure over there. I don't know.
A goddess abides.
Anyways, in other news, I actually hated last dark light season because for some reason, every time Triandra's bonus, or the last couple times that Triandra has been bonus, Milla has also been bonus, which has been ridiculously annoying. I probably understand it this time because there's actually dancers on the banner, or dancers as bonus units, which would make sense to run Milla as the opposing mythic. But it's really annoying because a lot of the things that I wanted to do would have been dancer trap related, since dancers are bonus. So I just wasn't able to sufficiently build around it. Knowing that Milla would have been the bonus unit, I have no way to meet that defense check. They really need to release another dancer Eldigan dancer archetype, so that you can stack defense on a dancer just to avoid Milla. But then I really don't want to think of how many grails I'd have to invest into a unit just to get them to meet that. Maybe they make it more lenient, because Milla can get like a bazillion res these days, so maybe that's not even the way to go about it. Maybe you just got to figure out a way to cleanse the penalty of isolation. Maybe that's the better play. But a dancer is just so beneficial that I just don't see like, it's just too viable to have the dancer as opposed to cleansing isolation, because again, off season, not everyone will bring Milla. And even in Milla bonus season, I think like it was only like a couple of them that actually brought Milla, and the ones that brought Milla didn't even use Milla because it was just a hit and run, and you don't really need Milla for hit and run. I did end up building one, like the final map that I built, which should have occurred to me a little bit sooner. I wasn't making the best use out of my flyer guidance fodder that I did to Legendary Azura, because it is of course water season. And a lot of what Azura does is very beneficial. The thing that Azura does, which is the +1 movement, is actually very, very beneficial for the way that I wanted to set up my map. So that's the map that I ended up with. It still got crushed by Milla, but
I have no doubt.
there was like a play that happened that I was like, there is a lot of potential here. So I'm considering probably like outside of water season, replacing her with rearm Plumeria, but I'd have to get Flyer Guidance on her. I don't have another copy, which is needed. And it also has to be Flyer Guidance because it can't be the armored one, because otherwise it doesn't play into the shenanigans that I like to happen. I've realized from all of the testing that I've done last week, I've realized that one of the better ways to ensure that even without your dancer, you're still able to get mobility is to have a combination of the guidance skills, which is only really countered by Gatekeeper. So unless they bring both Gatekeeper and Milla, you're always going to have at least one way of moving around the map and potentially sniping a unit. So that's probably the direction that I'll go down. Although I do want to still use that one map that I played last week for Chaos Season probably, just to see how that works out. But I think the combination of both double guidance and a dancer that gives extra movement, instead of the extra movement in the form of charge from Plumeria, I think that will be like super beneficial. So I'm probably thinking of going down that line. But yeah, we've gotten like pretty much everyone off the map, and this is where we try to figure out how to get the pots. Alright, I thought about it a bit, but I think I'm probably just going to end up waiting until next turn because I do have some space here. So I'll try to break this structure and then break the other structure and then take it from there. And I do have the Wings of Mercy play, which is why I stepped on that trap, because I wanted the Wings of Mercy play on one of these units. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Probably it's probably going to be Ninian here because she has the most movement, so it would make sense for me to be able to WOM within 2 spaces of her. So that should allow me to get one of these 2 pots, and then I have to figure out the other one myself. Or, well, I'm doing all of this myself, so but at least 1 pot is guaranteed. And I also need to get Plumeria out of the way. I didn't actually need to dance from there. So yeah, this will have to do. And I think something like this, even though the tactics room is right there, 1 step is all I'll need to break it, and then I can figure out the rest from there. Okay. But yeah, the defense got absolutely battered last week. I think I had 11 replays and I won 3. So that's 8 losses on defense. And they weren't like bad defenses. It was just, I don't know if it was just bad matchups, but I purposely didn't make the maps like ultra threatening because I knew it was just for testing. But they all got like completely obliterated, which was insane. I tried this one I tried this one infantry pulse team, and it made like 0 sense because what ended up happening was that
let's go say hello.
What ended up happening was that Tamara actually just completely negated the whole strategy. So I'm probably not going to do that again. But
your plan.
Let's see how this week pans out. We're going to take out Cirrus here, which is pretty insane that Crom can do this. I'm very impressed with this Crom. He was a menace when I started playing Ether raids, and now he's a menace again. So hopefully his days are numbered. But GG's. Let's play one more. Alright, welcome to the second match of the day. This time we're going to get to try out the Guinevere team. I've actually been having a ton of fun with Legendary Guinevere lately, despite it all. I honestly don't think she's the best in terms of just her overall bulk. I have to do a lot to actually compensate for, you know, her low bulk. All of this that you see here, every unit I picked them based on the support that they offer, including Heather here, to give Guinevere a better chance against catcher balls. But this isn't a catcher ball, so it's not really needed here, but I'm probably still gonna do it. The rallies, because she gets the speed buff from that. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna use this team after like Wednesday. I'll probably switch it up for a safe team. No C Disrupt is preferred, but I don't want to put Yorm on too many teams, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. She keeps guard, doesn't she? So maybe Yorm doesn't need guard from the A skill. I could probably do Fjorm, even though I don't want to. I want to like build a second team. But yeah, the thing that I really love about this Guinevere is the fact that she heals 7 HP after combat at least. I'm not going to be able to get anything from, well, I'm not running the A skill, the finish skills. So 7 is pretty much all I get. I'm running Unity on her because just more bulk is better. And as it stands, Astra Anima Season has become a debuff zone, so it makes sense just to run something to make use out of those debuffs. It was either Unity or penalty neutralization from the bonds, but adjacency is scary, man. Like, anything can snipe you, pretty much. I'd rather at least 2 spaces. It's much more lenient. So yeah, we're going to be able to get rid of a couple of these units here. And this right here is the fact that I put the Hexblade on. And because Ather has no res, she's getting absolutely clapped there. Arvel gets destroyed. Fortunately, I've been hit with guard, and Arvel also has tempo, so no specials for me, but it doesn't matter. One of her cleans up. I wonder if they're going to give regular Guinevere... Did she already get a refine? No, she did. Did she? Nah, she did. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to give her a similar res-based damage reduction in her refine. I think it'll be a really helpful thing to add to her. That plus the 7 healing, but then you're kind of stealing the gimmick that Legendary Guinevere has. Maybe they'll at least give her the damage reduction. I think at least that would be fair, because
come on, let's go.
I think it's at least fair. Why not? The damage reduction. Hopefully it's not just the HP healing. We're gonna stick here again. No point in moving. The pots are on the left-hand side. There's not going to be anything left aside from Formortis, so we'll have our time to go over there. We're going to take care of everything else and then move in that direction when we can. In other news, I think I just finished... No, I don't think. I just finished. Why do I keep talking that weird... I don't know, it must be a YouTuber thing. Peculiar. Yeah, but I just finished Attack on Titan, and it was so good. Like, Eren did it. Eren killed everyone. He definitely had his Dimitri moment there, where he went on a murder spree and pretty much wiped out the entire world, which is interesting. I didn't read the manga, so I didn't know that he was actually gonna do it. I thought he was just gonna like get started and then, or actually I thought he was only gonna take out Marley. Spoilers if you haven't, already watched. But he pretty much kills 80% of humanity, which is very Dr. Evil. And it made sense in terms of why he did it.
I will not fail.
To an extent. There are a lot of things that weren't fully answered, which also don't need to be answered because of how the story developed, but there are a lot of gaps in the story that I personally found. Other people probably saw it too, but I don't know how to say it.
Show me the way. Be cautious.
Unsatisfying is
Close
probably
your
the term I'd
eyes.
use. Gaps, like his motivation, the fact that it ended up being some
I'll
type
do
of
it.
time travel
Which
story.
way? I will
They didn't
not
do
lose my
like the
way.
best job with it in terms of the time travel part. But everything else was really cool. I really liked how they wrapped everything up at the end. Then from there, I moved on
Close your eyes.
to
No.
this anime where they have this idol girl and what's it? Osho no I, something like that. Japanese. But yeah, it's really good. It's about like the behind the scenes of what goes on in the entertainment industry, where everybody's basically at each other's throat, and it's all about like negotiating deals, bartering, stuff like that, regular business stuff.
I'm ready.
Kind of mid. The first episode
Special
is
delivery.
pretty much a movie, which was fantastic, but the rest of the season, kind of mid. I really hope they do a season 2. It's a pretty long manga, so I hope they do a season 2 just to wrap up the threads. But yeah, looking for something else to watch for right now. Let's check out this for Mortis with Heather,
Come on.
because she's just been rallying all the time. I try to put her on defense, but she doesn't nuke well
Now
enough.
you stop that.
But we'll take a kill here. But yeah, easy second match. Really appreciate it. GG's. See you in the next one.